Is this it then?
Is it what?
Are we at your house now?
It's our house? What do you think I made of money? This is our cottage.
Is there anybody in? Your wife?
Nah, she's out.
Won't your wife be annoyed if she finds out you've been drinking at the butties all day?
Susan? Nah, she's used to it. All the miners' wives have.
The famous St. Monday that people talk about.
St. Tuesdays too, if you're lucky.
Oh, really? So where do you miners find the money for it? Well, I'm new around here. I don't know your ways, but I know the butties are no friends to you men.
They screw you for every penny.
So how do you manage on the little you earn?
There's two answers to that. And the first one is if you've got a wife and she goes out to work.
Oh. And does your wife work?
Of course she does. They all do. Except if they've got little babbies.
And your wife, does she have babbies?
Nah. She's barren.
Oh, I see. I'm sorry.
We've been married 4 years and all. Nothing. It's not from one to try.
Well, I'm sure I do not want to pry into your marital difficulties.
I mean, she's a pretty lass, our Susan. Everyone who meets her says that.
You said there were two reasons. What's the other one?
Aye.
You said there were two reasons you can afford to throw away all your money in the alehouse.
Oh, the other one. It's what we've been talking about. It's them fossils.
Well, you mean you make enough from them to spend all day drinking?
No. That's why you need the wife.
Well, I have to say I'm a little disappointed. When the Earl of Dudley appointed me as a land agent, he said you were all a decent lot of chaps, all honest, hard-working.
And how the bloody hell would he know? I don't suppose he's seen a miner to talk to from one year's end to the next.
He owns all the mines round here for miles. Coal, ironstone, limestone. Well, here at Wren's Nest, up at Castle Hill, there must be hundreds of you.
And do you think that he personally knows every mine and every miner? He's got the butties to look after us lot, and chaps like you to look after them, the bloodsuckers. I'll tell you,
keep your mind on the fossils, eh? Now, what have you done with that one you showed me up at the butties, eh? Eh? Oh, you haven't lost it, have you? Oh, I don't know all about them like you do, but I thought it was a cracker. I bet you could get a good price for that from Sir Roderick Murchison.
Murchison, I've heard of him. Aye, that big geological knob who wrote that book, the Silly System.
Oh, Tommy, you really are drunk. We were just talking about Murchison in the pub, and the book, that's the famous Silurian system.
So you know this Murchison chap then, dear?
Huh?
Rich, is he?
All right.
Spend a small fortune, will he?
Well, not if you can't find the damn things. Come on.
Oh, steady on, kid.
Yeah. That is a fine little monster, is that? Well, what did you say it was?
It's an Echidurus variolaris. It's called strawberry-headed because it's got loads of little tubercle. Hang on back. I don't feel so good.
Elio? What are you doing here? Where's Tommy? What have you done with him?
Please, don't concern yourself, madam. Tommy is in the house, but he's feeling a little, unwell. I'm James Gillespie. I'm a land agent for the Earl of Dudley. I'm a friend of your husband's.
And I'm Susan Jukes, wife to Tommy Jukes, and I do the Earl of Dudley's washing for him.
Oh, all of it? Oh, you must be a very busy woman.
Don't be soft. You really think that the Earl has one laundress working for him? He's got a small army of us at his beck and call.
The Earl lives at Whitley Court. That's miles away.
Yeah, but he's so rich he can let his old mum stop at his other house at Henley. I'll take in her delicates for her. See? Oh, sorry. I should have known that's a lady. It should be shown in gentlemen unmentionable. Now, tell me, why Tommy's in such a state again? Only last week he swore off the booze for me, and now here he is sick as a dog again. Is it all your fault?
Well,
Give over, Susan. You're frightening, man.
Tommy Jukes, you scoundrel. What do you mean being dead drunk again? When you promised me so solemn that you would swear off the booze and you stop adding in your clever brains and lift over with me.
If I may, ma'am, perhaps I can come to Tommy's aid by telling you what led up to this sorry state of affairs.
Go on then. What possible excuse can you give me to get him off the hook? Well, waiting.
You know, Tommy's a great man for the fossils. When he sees one working at the Seven Sisters, he's very sharp. He has what they call a good eye. And not only can he spot the creatures, he knows a great deal about them. He knows which are the common ones, like the Dudley bug.
Calamini, blooming Bacchioi.
And which are much scarcer. The rare ones are really rather valuable.
You ain't telling me anything I don't already know. I know he's a clever man, but he's also weak and selfish, and any little thing that goes wrong, a row with the butty, a broken tool, any little thing, the first answer is always the beer, and the beer he buys with my money. My mother said he was a fool and a wastrel, and for all his good eye and his easy way with these long Latin names, she said I should never have married him.
But it's all my fault he's in drink. You see, I'd heard from the quarryman he'd found a really good specimen and had been asking about to see who might give him the best price. And that since I have some acquaintance with the great geologist, Sir Roderick Murchison, indeed, he had asked me in private if I could look about in my work for just the sort of thing that Tommy has found there.
Get on with it, man. James, Mr. Gillespie found me in the butties and was telling me that his famous friend was wanting some fossils. So, he bought me an ale to celebrate my good luck, and of course I had to buy him one, and then he bought
So
me
you think the simple possibility of getting some money is a good reason to then drink it all in advance? Oh, and you said that Mr. Gillespie found you in the butties in the first place, so you were already there, weren't you, before you got your good news? Nah, that tale ain't good enough for me. I am sick to death of you wasting your talents and ruining my life. I warned you, Tommy Jones. If you didn't mend your sottish ways, I would leave you. I'm going to my mum's. And don't come running after me, because I won't answer the door to you.
Well, aren't you going to do something?
No, she'll be back. Her and her mum don't get on. They'll have a massive row and she'll come back home. She's got a fair temper, my Susan.
She was quite fierce with me. I think she has reason enough, poor lady.
Oh, enough. Enough. Give a man a chance to sleep his beard off.
Susan's right, Tommy. You're a fool. I hope if I were married to such a beautiful woman, I'd take better care of her.
Beautiful? Susan? Her's pretty, but beautiful. Nah.
Sir Roderick, the men said I'd find you up here. May I join you?
Yes, of course, James. Look at the smoking chimneys, soot everywhere. No wonder they call it the Black Country. Well, do you bring me news of this talented protégé of yours?
Indeed, sir. I have brought his latest find with me.
And so it's true that this miner, this
Jukes, sir. Tommy Jukes.
that this Tommy Jukes has a very good eye, eh?
Best I've ever seen, sir. He can spot just a part of a trilobite, the cephalon, say, and know immediately which species it came from.
Cephalon, you say. Well, the head's the easy part, with the eyes and the antennae and the wee mouthpieces. But can he identify the pygidium of all the different species,
Oh,
eh?
in a flash, sir. I've never seen such a natural talent for identification.
And what about yourself, James? I see you're no novice. How do you come by your knowledge?
Well, my work involves mining and quarrying, which, as you know, can throw up fossils by chance. I've been to some lectures, not the least being your famous ones in the caves, sir. And also, I am a member of the Dudley and Midlands Geological Society, which, of course, has honoured you.
Ah, my inaugural lecture, eh? This shows a tremendous thirst for knowledge. But isn't it expensive? Not all lectures are free. For the society, the likes of Buckland and Sedgwick and myself are honorary members, but it charges you a guinea, doesn't it? It must be hard even for a man in your position to afford such things.
Well, some of the local men manage to find money to attend lectures, and unlike this old bachelor, they have young families to provide for. But no, they are not members of the society. The subscription precludes them. Some may think it was designed to.
And what about your work? You serve Ward, the Earl of Dudley, don't you? The very man I'm to dine with tonight. Does the great man pay you well?
Well enough, I suppose. I've only been in his employ a few months. Over the years, I've been all around the country, as you know. I was in Ludlow when I met you, sir. Well, I've gained a good deal of experience on the technical side, but I've always found myself a little disappointed with my remuneration. So, I am hoping to make my fortune by turning to other talents.
And what might those be?
Well, sir, it's mainly working with people.
People? People?
I liaise with lawyers, the contractors, butties, and the men themselves. Well, that's how I met Tommy.
People, James, can be the very devil. Do you know I've acquired an unfortunate reputation for being aggressive with people? Well, some people.
Indeed, sir. I had heard that you and Mr. Sedgwick don't always see eye to eye, and that you are no friend to the evolutionary theories of Mr. Darwin.
That's not a matter of friendship, young man. That is a matter of truth. Mr. Darwin's ideas are wrong, completely wrong. I cannot support them.
But
But me no buts, as our friend Shakespeare has it.
Now there you are in the wrong, sir, if I may say so.
Wrong.
It's a very common mistake.
Mistake?
The first person to use those words was a lady, Susanna Saint-Livre. Back in old Queen Anne's day, she wrote a play, The Busybody. It was not our revered Shakespeare.
And what have you got there, Mr. Gillespie? Is it the fossil that your friend Tommy, this minor fellow, wishes me to purchase?
It is indeed, sir.
May I suggest that if you want to help your friend get a fair price for his little treasures, you would do more good by not continually contradicting prospective purchasers.
I am very sorry, sir. I did not mean to.
Dinna fret yourself, laddie. We Scots mustnae fall in a day. Besides, I have reason to correct you.
Oh, yes?
My long animosity with Adam Sedgwick is over.
Oh, well, I'm delighted to hear it. How came it so?
I am to be awarded the Copley Medal, the highest honour of the British Association of Science. I discover that Sedgwick, despite my many controversies with him, was most warm in his espousal of my claim to that great honour. Who could hold any ire in their bosom for such a generous old friend?
Oh, that is wonderful news, sir. Would you like to see the specimen now?
Ah. And what does our friend Tommy say we have here?
He says Incrinurus variolaris. It's an unusually big and complete one.
Yes, indeed. It's a beauty. I've never seen one so large. And it's perfect. No damage to the pygidium or the antennae. Take this to him, please.
So,
Tell him it's my best offer. If he thinks he can do better, then he can use you as our go-between and I will give him the trilobite back, but he'd be foolish to do that. 3 guineas is a very fair price. Never let it be said that Roderick Impey Murchison short-changes his collectors.
shall you give me a receipt to get him to sign?
Ah, yes. I have one here. Ready-made it. In case he was a literate man. Which I suppose he must be if he knows all the scientific names. Where was he schooled, do you know?
He says he learnt to read and write by attending the Sunday school as a child.
Methodist, perhaps.
Well, if he is, he has long ago abandoned their church's strictures on alcohol.
Oh, the infamous Saint Monday, is it? There's many a miner has fallen foul of that evil custom. Does he have a wife and children?
No children, as yet. He does have a wife, and a lovely one. In my opinion, that is. But she is not able to turn him from his self-destructive ways.
Perhaps I should have a word with the man. I might be able to deflect him from that dangerous path.
Oh, that'd be very kind of you, sir.
Oh, kindness has nothing to do with it, Gillespie. I simply think that anyone who can provide me with specimens like this is worthy of a bit of cultivation.
So,
I asked you to seek out fossil finders. You discovered an excellent one.
oh,
No, think nothing of it. It's a small token of my appreciation. In any case, I think you deserve some recompense for all the beer you've had to buy for our thirsty miner friend.
indeed.
Now, I need to find a way to save this talented man from himself so he can go on supplying me. Who knows when I shall next be needing specimens for my stratigraphy.
Great. So. Is there anyone at home? Hello?
You might have waited to be asked.
Oh, I'm very sorry, Mrs. Jukes. I bring good news. I was eager to tell Tommy.
Well, yeah, here. Just for once he's decided to earn an honest penny in the quarries. That's if the butty will hire him. He's been so unreliable lately. And if he leaves it too late, all the other lads will get the work.
Oh, I'm very sorry, Mrs. Jukes. It must be difficult for you.
Call me Susan. There's no need to stand the ceremony in this hovel. But yes, it is quite difficult when half the week you've got some housekeeping to do and the other half you've got to go crawling to your mother.
Well, if you're Susan, then shouldn't I be James? Is that all right, Susan? So, you're back from your mother's.
Obviously. I'm sorry. I'm not feeling very well today. But yes, I am back. If I stayed any longer, there'd be murder done.
Well, I bring news which may make you feel better. I have here the handsome sum that Sir Roderick wishes to pay Tommy for his Encurinus. That's a kind of trilobite, by the way, and a trilobite.
I know. You don't live with a man who's obsessed with wretched things and not learn a thing or two about them.
You call them wretched things? Do you not like them then?
They're all right. They're like woodlice, say they? Only they're bigger and they rock hard because they've been dead so long.
That's quite a good description. I suppose everybody around here knows the Dudley bug, Calamine bloomin' bacchiae. I don't suppose they know the Encrinurus, or Dalmanites, of course.
Oh, you men and your silly little hobbies. What about the real world, where people struggle to pay their rent every day?
Ah, well, I have here 3 guineas. I don't call that a silly little hobby.
3 guineas? Oh, what I could buy with 3 guineas? Give it here then.
No. I'm sorry, Susan, I can't do that. It's not your money, it's Tommy's.
Not my money? When I have to scrimp and save and work so hard and still go without any winter boots for the winter?
But legally, it's your husband's. This is fee from Murchison.
I think you're fine legally. It's the Earl of Bloody Dudley's.
I suppose you're right. The miners get them from the coal and ironstone. They hew for the Earl. If the coal and the ironstone are his, I suppose the fossils must be too.
But I've heard gentlemen like Mr. Murchison buy all these fossils in big numbers, and they don't want to know how they were come by.
Yes. Sir Roderick relies on that little trade. When he wrote the Silurian system, he used hundreds of fossils to help him identify the Earth's rock layers. Apparently, most of them came from Wren's Nest. Oh, it is a wonderful place. Men of science from all over Europe know it.
Fascinating, I'm sure, but I can't stand here gassing all day, can I? I've got work to go to. So if you just give me the money, James, I'll be on my way.
No, Susan, I thought I'd explained. Sir Roderick sent me specifically to offer the 3 guineas to Tommy for his specimen. I can't just give it to you. It's not yours. You didn't find it.
But morally, it's mine, every penny of it. Look, if you give it me now, I can go and pay all our debts. That old witch, my mum, will have to shut her face when I give her 2 shillings. And there's that many things I've bought on tick.
Are all the miners like this? Do all their wives suffer as you do?
Oh, no. There's quite a few fellas that don't drink and save for a rainy day, like the Methodists. But there's quite a few like Tommy as well, wasting their lives away.
But why, Susan? You're such a good wife to him. And, well, because he's young and strong, he can get work easily. So why does he have to be so selfish and weak?
Well, it's easy for you to criticise. You're educated and you speak nice. You get to meet people like the Earl of Dudley and Mr. Murchison. What the miners got to look forward to, eh? Sickness and poverty. There's no progress for them. There's no way they can use their talents.
You certainly paint a grim picture, my dear. But still, I can't give you the money. It may be yours morally, but legally it's your husband's.
But you ain't be listening to me, Mr. Gillespie. No one seems to give a fig. But that money has been come by dishonesty. So give it here.
No, Susan, no.
It's my bar, right? I'll tell you.
I can't do that. You know, I've explained to you.
So Tommy Jukes is not at home?
Ah, Sir Roderick.
James, won't you introduce me to this lady? May I come in, please, ma'am?
Susan Jukes, sir. Wife of the famous fossil finder Tommy Jukes.
And a woman of character, I see. Good day to you, Mrs. Jukes. I should like to think that I, too, am a famous fossil finder.
And who doesn't know the famous geologist Sir Roderick Murchison?
Oh, sadly, my dear, many people. There are hordes of the London well-to-do, for example, who know no more of geology than the other side of the moon. Perhaps the good folk of Dudley are more knowledgeable souls on account of your wonderful Wren's Nest.
Oh, and the society, sir, of which you and I are both members, Dudley and Midlands Geological.
Of course, old chap, but I'm speaking to this lady.
Sorry, sir.
Yes, sir. Some of the miners know a little because they find fossils every day and sell them to people like yourself. There's even talk of setting up a shop round here, like that Mary Anning did in line.
Ah, but Mr. Jukes, Tommy, how did he come by his advanced knowledge?
Oh, well, Tommy told me that when he was younger, he used to walk to Wolverhampton once or twice to hear their lectures at the Mechanics Institute.
There isn't one in Dudley, sir.
But then the mechanics folded and then he just had to learn by books.
But I see no books in this house.
No, we can't afford them.
So how did he manage to learn?
We went to Sunday school and the bloke who ran that, he was quite clever and he had loads of books that he let the pupils read. Tommy borrowed a few about the fossils and stuff.
So your husband is an autodidact.
A what?
An autodidact, someone who learns things from books, a self-taught person.
Oh, is that what you mean? Why use such a fancy, ugly word for it?
Susan, don't be so rude.
To answer your question, Mrs. Jukes, the reason I use that word is because it makes learning things for yourself sound important, which it is. In many fields of science, there are men, and some women too, who've had to learn things for themselves. When no one knew anything about fossils, it was people like Mary Anning who lit the way. Even as a young girl, when she saw her first ichthyosaurus, she knew it was not a crocodile, as ignorant people told her it was, because it had huge eyes and crocodiles had very small ones.
With respect, sir, Anning didn't come by her knowledge through book learning. It was more a case of observation and experience.
Don't be pernickety, James. The point I'm trying to make is that she taught herself much of what she knew instead of relying on others for her knowledge. She's no longer with us, of course.
She died only a few years ago, didn't she, sir?
Ah, yes, of cancer, I believe.
Oh, poor woman.
A sad fate for someone who unearthed the great marine monsters which once haunted the depths of a now vanished ocean.
Very interesting.
But I digress shamelessly. I came here simply to find Tommy. I take it he's at his work. Can you tell me where that is, Mrs. Dukes? I have a plan I'd like to talk to him about.
Well, you know the Seven Sisters Day, sir. Well, I'm sure James will take you, I expect. If you just ask the butty at the entrance to the caverns, he'll fetch him for you.
Will you no come with us, dear lady?
Oh, no, thank you, sir. I've got work to go to. Good day to you both.
This way, sir. Good day, Tommy. Tommy. This is Sir Roderick Murchison, who I have mentioned to you on numerous occasions. And, sir, this is Tommy Jukes, the most adept fossil finder.
Adept? That's a funny word, eh, James? If you mean I'm good at finding them, then even modesty won't help me agree with you. Oh, sir, what can I do for you?
Oh, you've already done something for me, Tommy, in supplying me with that wonderful Increnurus. But can you spare me a few moments now from your labours? I'd like to talk to you privately.
Well, it ain't me, you got to ask. It's the butties. See if they can spare me, like.
Should I go and have a word for you, Tommy?
Oh, James, you're a good mate, you are. Yeah, go and have a word with the old sod. Beg your pardon, sir.
Fear not, I heard far riper language than that when I was with Wellington in Spain.
Excuse me, sir.
When James returns, make sure he gives you your fee. I'm offering 3 guineas. I think that's a decent rate. Do you accept?
That's an excellent price. I couldn't have asked for any more, even though it is a little beauty. Do you want me to find you some more?
No. Well, not immediately. Well, not here, at any rate. You know Ludlow at all, Tommy?
Well, I've heard of it. It's famous for its fossils. But it's miles away.
It's only about 30 miles as the crow flies.
I've never been any further than Wolverhampton.
If I said I could take you there, would you come?
What? To Wolverhampton? It ain't as good as Dudley. It's hardly worth the bother.
No, Ludlow.
Wouldn't I? They've got rocks there with fossils, like our wren's nest. But they've got others, have they?
Aye, they're kiddier, as big as your fist. Serpulites, like great long snakes.
But why would you ask me to go with you? I mean, surely you should ask James. I mean, he knows the area better. He used to work there, didn't
All
he?
the Clee Hills above Ludlow. Completely different geology. Now, the quarries on the Titterstone are dolerite, the black, the dew stone. No fossils there.
Like the ragstone at our Rayleigh Regis.
Exactly so. But here's James.
The butty says you're to come back straight away. He says he doesn't care that you're talking to the world's most famous geologist. Says he doesn't care if you're talking to the Queen of England. He's the one that pays you and he wants you back now.
I'll send my carriage for you this evening. We'll stay at the Feathers, and I'll pay on Sunday evening, and then we'll have a St. Monday of our own in Ludlow. James, give him the money.
No, it wouldn't be safe here, sir. If James could give it to Susan, then she could look after it for me. Oh, mind you, tell her not to spend any of it till I come home.
That's very generous of you, sir. The Feathers. It's the most expensive hotel in Shropshire.
Which is why I'm not taking you as well, James. And why Mr. Jukes will have to make do with a small room near the stables. I'm not as poor as Tommy, but I'm not out to bankrupt myself. Do you think he values his wife adequately? She seems to me a woman who knows her own mind. Makes me think of Lady Murchison when she was young.
How so, sir?
What would you say if I told you, in confidence, that Charlotte, Lady Murchison, saved me from the idle, dissipated life of a fox-hunting squire?
I should be astounded, sir.
And that it was she who was first the geologist before converting me to that science, and that she, a capable little artist, illustrated a good deal of my field work.
You were indeed fortunate in your choice of wife.
Doubly so, in that Charlotte inherited great wealth from her father. My researches, until I was director of the survey, were funded entirely from my own pocket, and very few men have pockets which are bottomless.
So, are we to lay the success of the great Silurian system at Lady Murchison's feet, then?
Certainly not, James. Charlotte may be clever, but my abilities, my professional standing necessarily outweigh hers. We may have a woman on the throne, but I doubt the next Director General of the Geological Survey of Great Britain will be one.
Forgive me, sir. I did not mean for one moment to question your importance as Britain's, Europe's foremost geologist.
Not at all, not at all. Now, we must be getting on. I have my coachman to instruct and my notebooks to pack. While I'm away, why don't you keep an eye on Mrs. Jukes? Take her Tommy's money, make sure everything's all right with her.
You will be away for a day or two, I presume?
Who knows, who knows? I have a little plan which may take some time. I want to make sure it's a success.
Of course, sir. Susan?
Oh, Mr. Gillespie.
Oh, James, please.
Come in, come in. Do you have the money?
Well, what kind of a welcome is that? Do you have the money?
Well, have you? Because then I can go and put it in a safe place. Thank you. Right, now I welcome you in properly and ask your help. I can't offer you any hospitality, I'm afraid. That money's the only thing we have in the house, and I don't have any food in.
Oh, now I see why you were so abrupt and grasping.
Grasping?
I mean, you wouldn't have had any breakfast if I hadn't come round with the money, would you?
Oh, no, they'll give me some sops and milk at Himley when I do the washing there.
Himley? How do you get there?
How do you think I get there? I walk. It's only once a week, and I take the rest of the delicates home and do it at my mum's.
Why do you stay with him, Susan?
Do you think it'd be any easier if I left? I'd still have to work to keep myself, and I'd have to stop at my mother's, God forbid. I couldn't afford my own place.
You wouldn't have to contribute to Tommy's drinking. You could keep all your own wages.
What if I were to tell you a secret? Now, you best promise you wouldn't tell anyone.
Of course.
What if I were to tell you that I might have to look after someone else?
Well, your mother? Well, she's not unadulterated yet, is she?
For an educated man, you ain't very clever, am you?
Yeah. Oh, I see.
It ain't easy to hear about for a woman if she leaves her husband and then Well, you know. What else could I do?
Oh, I don't know. Perhaps you could live with another chap. I'm sure there's many a Dudley man would appreciate your charms.
Oh, for the broomstick, eh? Like good old Elizabeth Tomlinson.
Who's she?
Oh, she was a collier's daughter. People called her for a trollop for what she did. But there's a story in my family saying that we're related to her. Oh, you know Dudley? That bloke who wrote that fancy book?
Not telling Malthus. Yes, but that's a very long time ago. He was a cavalier, wasn't he?
I think so. Our family's proper proud of him. Did you know he smelted the iron with coal before that Abraham Darby did? He was a piece of work, even though he was born in Wren's Nest, but he stole Dud's idea.
Well, your pride in your family does you credit, but...
Elizabeth Tomlinson, the collier's daughter, was Dudley's mum.
Well, wasn't his father the Earl of Dudley?
Yep.
And didn't the Earl of Dudley have a wife, a countess?
Exactly.
So?
So, like I said, over the broomstick. She wasn't married to Dud's father, but she had 11 children with him.
11?
Yeah.
What had the poor countess to say to that?
History does not record.
And you, Susan, what do you think of this Elizabeth then and her scandalous behaviour?
Well, I think she was very brazen for what she did, but also very brave. She was quite a woman.
Susan, as you know, I'm not married. I'd like to be, but I've never met anyone who... And I know I am not the Earl of Dudley, but... Tommy, are we supposed to be friends? But he's such a dreadful husband to you, and you are such a lovely and deserving wife, and well, how can I say this?
James Gillespie, you are no friend of mine if you think like that.
I'm very sorry, Susan. I was in the wrong. Does Tommy know?
No, I haven't told him. My women friends say that you shouldn't tell him unless you're really sure.
Well, I know this is very bold of me, especially after... Will he be pleased, do you think?
I think so. I mean, he's always wanted a babby ever since we were wed. I suppose I have as well. Perhaps that's why I've stayed with him.
So, you love him, then?
I suppose so. He's a fool, but he's a clever fool.
Well, I'd best be away. I have some accounts to go through with the Earl, but I've done what Sir Roderick asked me to do.
Oh, what was that then?
Bring you the money, see how you were on your own, to give you his regards.
Well, he's quite kind for a wealthy bloke, isn't he?
I don't think he's naturally kind. But I think he knows how much he owes ordinary humble folk like Tommy. Yeah. All those fossils from the miners. Well, they helped him with his theories, his reputation, his fame. I suppose he thinks it wise to show his appreciation with a little kindness.
After you, Sir Roderick, go on in you go, sir. I'm just right behind you.
Hello, your returns.
Sir Roderick.
Good day to you, Susan. Good day, James. We have had a most rewarding excursion. Are you not going to greet your wife, Tommy?
I would do, sir. With the fossils.
Well, put him down, man.
Let me see. Oh, that is a beauty. And several Cicidium nightii and Leptune, and those funny little flat ones. Are they graptolites, sir? You could stock a shop with what you have here, sir.
Precisely. Tommy, are you going to tell them?
Susan, my dear, James, after our trip to Ludlow, Sir Roderick made me an offer that he thought might benefit the both of us.
Well, go on.
Well, as I'm really good at finding the fossils that they have here in Dudley and the ones they've got in Lyme and in Ludlow, and I'm really good at spotting them and naming them, then Sir Roderick thought, well, that maybe I should open a shop here in Dudley to sell fossils in, that is.
Oh, sure, I don't think you're going to sell tea cakes in it.
so we're going to spend...
And so we return in triumph with our many specimens, which we will leave you to view, while Tommy and I go to investigate some premises I've heard of in Stone Street. Tommy knows where to locate it. Are you pleased, my dear? You're very quiet.
Yes, Roderick, it's a lovely idea, but Tommy ain't a businessman, and he don't have any money.
Nah, no capital to start a business, eh? I understand completely, which is why I have offered to support the business for a period of up to perhaps a year or so, just so long
as Sir Roderick gets a cut of the profits, eh? What, 20%, 30, 40%?
You do me wrong, Gillespie.
Um,
Yes, I will take a share, because this venture is almost entirely at my own risk. Who knows how it will do in a little out-of-the-way place like Dudley? More smoke and industry than connoisseurs and scientists. And so far from London and Edinburgh.
Oh dear, so don't raise my poor Tommy's hopes up like that if you think he's set up to be a failure.
Calm yourself, my dear. I was simply raising an unlikely possibility in an attempt to counter the apparent implication by Mr. Gillespie that I was somehow being grasping.
No, sir, you misunderstood me. I meant no slur on yourself, who was the most generous of men.
Excuse me, sir, but it's been a while since I saw my husband, and before anything else, I just need a quick word with him.
Forgive me, my dear, for forgetting my manners. Well, James, has there been some to-do while I've been away? You haven't been playing the fool, man.
Certainly not, sir. What do you take me for?
Oh, this is the happiest day of my life. A kind gentleman has made me a wonderful opportunity. My wife. She's going to be a mother. Oh, and there's fossils. Hundreds of fossils. I'm the luckiest man in the world.
Shall I fetch you some breakfast, Mrs. Jukes? And then we men can leave you in peace.
Oh no, I intend to play a very important part in this business, so I'll need to view these premises myself. You see, gentlemen, I'm much better with money than my husband. Tommy, give me your arm. I can come straight away.
Lead on, Mr. Jukes. Lead on.
She is a fine woman, James, if a little fierce. Fear not, you will find someone, believe me. Just next time, make sure she's not already somebody else's wife.